Children, urbanization is a process of the concentration of population in a city or urban area. Increasing population is one major reason for urbanization. A few other factors affecting urbanization are air, water, and the economic as well as social organizations necessary for community life. In the context of post independence India, the increase in urban population is also due to factors such as reduction in the mortality rate, industrialization, unavailability of means of livelihood in rural areas, job opportunities in cities, and the resulting migration. To reduce the strain on cities, it is necessary to make jobs available in villages, achieve a balance in economic development, control the expansion of metros and provide necessary services and facilities in both the urban as well as rural areas. So, children, urbanization is the process of migration of population from the villages to cities due to non availability of employment in the rural areas. After the independence, the urban population increased due to reduction in mortality rate, industrialization, unavailability of jobs in rural areas, good jobs available in cities. Balanced economic development of the rural and urban areas, creation of job opportunities and available of basic services will arrest migration. Children, now I will discuss about the rural area and the rural development. A village is a permanent settlement of farmers near the land they themselves tilled either individually or collectively. Villages came into existence when farming began. Villages in India are thinly populated. A dense cluster of houses surrounded by farmland is a unique feature of the Indian village. A settlement smaller than even a village is called a hamlet. Compared to the urban community, the village community is very small. Villages are not uniform across India. There are differences based on regional and physical features. So, children, a village is a permanent settlement of farmers near the land they till individually or collectively. Villages in India are thinly populated. A dense cluster of houses surrounded by a farmland is a unique feature of the Indian village. A settlement smaller than a village is called a hamlet. There are regional and physical differences in village. Children, to achieve the goal of rural development, community development program was launched during the first 5-year plan. Emphasis was on development of agriculture, irrigation, village industries, education, land reforms, health and transport in the rural areas. The responsibility and the authority of rural development was entrusted to Panchayati Raj institution in 1962 by the government. So children, keeping in mind the goal of rural development, the collective development scheme was come into force. Plans were made for improving farming technology, increasing the area of irrigated land, extending educational facilities, enacting the laws for land reform under this scheme. It also aimed at increasing agricultural produce as well as expanding the means of transport, health services, and scope for education in the rural areas. It was decided to give priority to economic development in villages. The government undertook this work through the medium of Gram Panchayats, which included the people from all castes and tribes. To achieve this, the Gram Panchayat, Panchayat Samitis, and Jila Parishads were empowered with more authority. So, children, earlier every village was economically self sufficient. A majority of the villages were dependent on farming. Farm produce used to be distributed among artisans as payment for their work. Now, this institution now this situation has changed. Rural areas are engaged in agriculture and occupations ancillary to farming, while urban society is engaged in non agricultural production and the service sector. So, children, here you have come to know about the rural area the, in the post independence period, about the rural development and also the changing economic life. Now, I am going to discuss the rural development in detail. In 1961, 82% of India's population resided in villages. In 1971, the percentage was 80.01%. So far, the rural area has shouldered the responsibility of providing food grains and other raw material to urban areas, supplying labor to the industrial sector of the city, and taking care of natural resources. There are three major challenges with reference to rural development, namely bringing about economic development, developing facilities to meet social needs, and finally bringing about a change of attitude in matters concerning society, culture, and ways of thinking. It is equally necessary to expedite irrigation project and bring about land reforms. So children, 82% of India's population lived in the villages in 1961, which declined to 80.1% in 1971. The major challenges of rural development are bringing about economic development, developing basic amenities, and change in the attitude of people regarding society, culture, and thinking. It is necessary to expedite irrigation project and implement land reform. Children, it is necessary to give priority to facilities for public hygiene and health care. Even today, the rural population faces problems related to year-round provision of drinking water, toilet, open drainage, narrow roads, inadequate electrification, and lack of facilities for medical treatment. There is a lack of good quality educational facilities from primary level to higher education, centers for recreation, and libraries. That is why it is necessary to give special attention to rural areas. The collective development scheme has had an important place in all the first 4 5-year plans of the Government of India. The state of Maharashtra registered remarkable achievement under this scheme. For example, Jila Parishads were established in 1962. Nutritious diet scheme was launched in 1970 to 1971. The state also started rural water supply scheme for sinking wells and providing piped water. By 1971 1677, small dams had also been built. So, children, priority needs to be given to public hygiene and health care, provision of drinking water, electrification, education, and facilities for medical treatment. Several programs have been launched for rural development by the Government of Maharashtra. These are establishment of Panchayati Raj in 1962, Nutritious Diet Program 1970-71, and Rural Water Supply Scheme. Children, electricity is essential for the development of rural areas. Automatic pumps are needed to water the fields. Electricity is needed to preserve perishable food items such as milk, eggs, fruits, and vegetables, to run fertilizer project, and for fans and TV, and for lights for studying at night. During the first 5-year plan, electricity had been provided to 3,000 villages in India. By 1973, it reached 1,38,646 villages. From 1966, it was decided to supply more electricity for pumps and borewells. Rural Electrification Corporation was established in 1969. Rural electrification cooperative scientists came into being in the states of Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Uttar Pradesh. So, children, rural electrification is essential for rural development. In rural areas, Electricity is needed for automatic pumps, preserve perishable commodities, for fertilizers projects, etc. 3,000 villages were provided electricity in the first 5-year plan. This number has increased to 1,38,646 in 1973. Rural Electrification Corporation was established in 1969. Rural electrification cooperative societies were established in Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Uttar Pradesh.